Hello and welcome back to Mars. In this video, we're going to be talking about 5-2 toys again with their Street Fighter 6 line. Believe it or not, I am starting to gain some attachment towards 5-2 toys, and we're going to take a closer look at what they had to offer at this year's DCon. Now, I'm unfamiliar with DCon, to be honest with you. I believe it's pronounced like DesignerCon, right? So it just took place this past weekend over in Las Vegas, so that's pretty cool. And they had one particular party show up, and that, of course, was 5-2 Toys. And this is going to be brought to us by Toy Migos. So if you're not following them, go follow them. I literally just followed them on the last take of this video. First time doing that. Sorry, I thought I was already following you guys, but I guess not. Anyways, they have hands-on previews for 5-2 Toys Street Fighter 6. And I'm going to tell you right now, and we're going to make a separate video regarding to this, but I personally believe when it comes to Street Fighter 6, 5-2 Toys is going to lead the way at the 1/12 scale. We've got Robotech doing it, but just it's Robotech, you know what I mean? They have their own unique engineering and things like that. With 5-2 Toys, it's like we're getting a blend of different worlds that we're used to with Jada Toys. Maybe Storm Arena would be a stretch. You know, Storm Arena, they're in their own category, right? You know, they don't ball the same compared to the other people out there. But very similar to Jada Toys, I would say. And it looks good. It looks great. I also want to give a special shout out to, and let me know in the comments if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly, but Kukuso. Kukuso has been tagging me in, letting me know about the 5-2 Toys Street Fighter stuff. So thank you for that. I wasn't going to make a video tonight or this morning. I was going to make a video later on in the day, but decided, you know what, let's go ahead and tackle this bad boy right now. So if you want to see more 5-2 Toys content here on Mars, make sure you comment below, drop the like, subscribe if you're not, and if you want to leave any hype for 5-2 Toys, make sure you hit the hype button. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at these figures at DCon. Now we know about the pre-orders. We did a video on the pre-orders and how they look. The renders of the pre-orders, they are colored in, but there's much more to be seen. There's much more information to come for this Street Fighter line from 5-2 Toys. 5-2 Toys, they are just now entering the 1/12 scale market. I believe they just revealed they were doing that this year. So this is all kind of brand new. They've chose Capcom, Cap God. Probably the best IPs ever made known to man, and they chose right. We know we're getting Street Fighter, we know we're getting Final Fight, we're getting Captain Commando. Like, they're hitting Capcom pretty strong, and I'm really hoping we get Resident Evil. Like, everyone else has let me down so far, but 5-2 Toys, you all could be the one, okay? You can be the one. So yeah, here we are here, and I also want to point out the fact that, listen, this is, I think, our third time now seeing these prototypes, and I'm just like, can we get a painted prototype? You know, it's hard for me covering Storm Arena as much as I have this year and seeing those prototypes of their grayed out figures and things like that, and then boom, the next event you go to, that figure is now colored in and it's articulated, right? So it is a bit hard for me to have that special treatment coming from Storm. They've been killing it, they've been doing it right, and then we've got seemingly the unknowing third party coming to the competition, not really doing the same, which, hey, it's their first year, right? It's their first year going in at it, so we'll cut them some slack there. But yeah, that's like my one gripe. If it's my one critique, it's that. However, in the next video we're going to look at here in a second, at least we're getting hands-on previews of the figures, and you can see their articulation. So kudos to them for that. And again, shout out to Toy Migos for providing this content for us to cover today. Really appreciate that. So you can see this is our Ryu here. This is our Chun-Li. And I do like how you can see the texture on the legs for Ryu. It looks good so far. I wonder if there's going to be any improvements going, you know, along the way. This shot right here of Chun-Li looks incredible. Now, one thing I do want to say is that a lot of fans, they do not like the designs for Street Fighter 6. A lot of OG fans who have their OG characters from Chun-Li to Ken to hell, even like M. Bison, right? They don't like the Street Fighter 6 designs. Now there are some characters, new characters that were introduced for Street Fighter 6 that I feel like people do enjoy the designs. Take for instance Jamie or Hami or Hame, however you would pronounce that in the Spanish tone or whatever. But anyways, like Jamie for an example, JP is another one, and then the list goes on, right? So those two characters I would say are probably the ones that like have a new character with a good design, and it goes through. But there are other characters, Chun-Li, that most people prefer their outfit to, or her Street Fighter 2 outfit. And with 5-2 Toys, it looks like they have access to those outfits as well. Granted, officially they have the Street Fighter 6 IP, but here they are releasing Street Fighter 2 outfits. So what is stopping them from doing that for Ryu, for Ken, for M. Bison, and the list goes on? I mean, we could be in a situation where 5-2 Toys are going to be releasing these awesome ass Street Fighter figures, and we're getting both Street Fighter 6 designs and Street Fighter 2 designs as well. I think if they could nail that, if they could somehow pull that off, definitely 5-2 Toys will get on a lot of people's radar, and we are totally here for it, and we're here to support it as well. So 5-2 Toys, look out, because 2026, Storm, Jada, I got some competition, man. I've got some competition. So again, here we can see everything as well. Where's the one shot at? Yeah, so this shot right here, it looks like, I can't tell right off if he's gonna have 3 head sculpts or 2 head sculpts, but you can see the Hadouken, the pairs of hands. You even see the punch effects as well for the hands. So that's pretty cool. This figure is gonna come in with a decent amount of accessories and goodies. And I believe the price point for the domestic release, at least for right now, the one site that has the pre-orders, it's about $70. Now, I don't know if in Hong Kong or China or wherever 5-2 Toys resides, if it's going to cost them domestically $40 or $50 or like $30. I don't know what the case may be for them. But here in the States, it looks like these figures are going to cost about the same as an SH Figuarts, but it's going to have more than what the SH Figuarts Street Fighter line had provided. So I think that's going to be a huge win in their favor if they can stay in that $60 to $70 price tag range or price range. That would be monumental for 5-2 Toys. That would be right up their alley. That would be great, especially when you look at people or other companies like Storm Arena. Yeah, they're selling for $38, you know, fresh out the gate from BBTS, but they're also selling for $90 on eBay. So it's like, $90 you could probably take and go and buy a 5-2 Toys, and you're gonna get more value for your buck, if that makes sense, if that comparison helps anyone in that matter. And then we know this effect here is going to be for Chun-Li, which looks pretty good. I just really wish all of this was kind of painted so we can just see what the expectation is going to be for Q1 of next year, because these figures are slated to come out in the first quarter of 2026. We will be reviewing them. I don't know about the Street Fighter 6 Chun-Li, you know, going back to the whole design thing, but definitely the Ryu and definitely the Street Fighter 2 design. So in this video, we're actually going to see the articulation for the Chun-Li, and it looks promising. It looks really good. You can see there's no, none of the parts are popping off, nothing like that. The range of motion looks to be promising as well. He does kind of cheat here. Okay, we're gonna call him out. He does cheat a little bit here on this pose. So, again, this is a prototype. We'll give him that. Here we go. The crime has been committed. There it is. He's using the wall to hold up the figure, but I mean, hey, at least he pulled it off. And then with Ryu, he looks good as well. Like, look at the range of motion in the torso. That looks good. The butterfly joints and stuff. The legs look nice as well. I mean, I'm very excited to see what 5-2 Toys is going to do with these Capcom IPs. You know, most specifically, or more specifically, Street Fighter 6. Final Fight is going to be a good one. Captain Commando. And again, like, I've probably already said it, but my fingers are crossed. Please, Resident Evil. Please, I would love that. And yeah, I mean, the soft goods too. You're getting a nice blend at a nice price with 5-2 Toys. So I do think 5-2 Toys is going to make a big impact when it comes to Street Fighter next year at the 1/12 scale. You've got Storm out there. They are hitting the ground running. They're releasing these figures pretty fast. We know we got the Sagat coming out this month in a few weeks. By the end of the month, we should be able to get it. And then JL Toys is doing their thing. But no one's doing Street Fighter 6 except for Robotech. And like, Robotech, come on. Like, anyone can beat them. And I hate to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just the facts. Like, more than likely, most of you watching this who want Street Fighter 6, you're going to look at this and then look at Robotech or Revotech and think to yourself, like, oh, I'm definitely going with 5-2 Toys. Like, that's just the fact of the matter, right? So yeah, I'm very excited to be covering 5-2 Toys. If you want to see more content, again, hit that like button, subscribe below, drop a like, all that good jazz. Leave some hype if you want to as well. This has been M.A.R.S, 5-2 Toys at DCon, brought to us by Toy Migos. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.